What's up, guys? It's Dating Dynamics, back at it again with another banger dynamic. And this time we're going to talk about the L's of the year. Yes, guys, as you know, 2021 is coming to a close. We're bringing in a new the 2022 year. The new year is coming in. And so we have to talk about the dynamics for the new year. That's what we'll be talking about soon. But for now, we have to wrap up the dynamics of this past year. And look, there's been both L's and dubs. Now we're going to talk about the L's first, right? Look, this year, a lot of guys have taken L's, okay? I'm pretty sure a couple of you guys know someone who's taken an L, or you've probably taken an L yourself. Look, I'm not even going to lie. I've taken some L's myself. I've taken girls on dinner dates, and nothing came out of it. They ghosted me afterwards, or I ghosted them. They didn't hit me back up afterwards, and I just didn't reach out to them. That happens, guys. Look, the moral of the story is we need to learn from those L's and grow from them. It's okay to take L's. You're going to take L's in life, as with all things. But guess what? When you take the L's, do you grow from it? Do you become a better individual from it? Or do you keep the same thing going and going? No. Well, guys, let's start with our list, right? So we're going to list four guys who took an L this year, but we do have one honorable mention. Now, our honorable mention for L's of the year, for dating dynamic L's of the year, has got to be one of our favorite billionaires, Jeff Bezos, or as I like to call him, Bozos, because he was a big bozo this year when he showed up to a party with his girl, and Leonardo DiCaprio was standing there. His girl was looking at Leonardo DiCaprio like he was a snack. She looked like a hyena staring at a gazelle on the savannah. She was ready to jump on him at any second, at a moment's notice. And you know what? Your boy Bezos, for all of his wealth, for all of his grandiose uh, and extravagant, uh, for all of his extravagance, he couldn't do anything. For all of his grandiose presence, his monetary, uh, his monetary wealth could not help him in the situation. Why, guys? The dynamic just didn't favor him. Of course, there was Leo standing there right next to his woman. Leo, a guy whom, let's say, he's nowhere near as wealthy as Jeff Bezos, of course, but he's a pretty wealthy guy in his own right. Pretty wealthy guy in his own right. And his girl, oh man, she looked infatuated. She looked at neat. She looked at Leo as if she was ready to drown for him in Titanic. I mean, she would have gladly switched roles with him in Titanic. She would have drowned and she would have let him be Rose. The way she was looking at him, she was ready to drown in some liquid that he would provide, of course. If you catch my drift here, guys, look, that was just a bad look for Jeff Bezos. That was an L. Now, what can we learn from that L, guys? Look, just because you have a lot of wealth and just because you're financially stable doesn't mean that your girl is not analyzed. Your girl will not check out any other options. Look, guys, dating dynamics on here, we preach to you guys that you are multifaceted beings. That means that only improving one area of your life is not enough. You need to improve overall in every single facet of your life. So if you improve your money, but you neglect your game, you neglect your social skills, you neglect your appearance, a la Kevin Durant. Yeah, Katie, you need some lotion, by the way. Yeah, if you fail to do these other things and you just have money, you're going to have a lot of shortcomings. Now, listen, having money helps. Trust me, it helps a lot. But it's not the only thing that you need. You need a whole lot more. And you guys have to take notice of that. You guys have to take heed of that. Now, let's get to our list, okay? Our four biggest dynamic L's of 2021. Starting at the fourth position, we have Dell Curry. Now look, guys, I love me the Currys, man, especially Steph. But I like me some Dell too. You know, Dell was a really good player in his own right. He was a pretty decent player back then. And he married Sonia Curry, the mother of his children. And everyone thought, that they had a good relationship, they had a good marriage. Until we discovered that Sonia was out here putting it on Dale's best friend. Hmm? She was putting that thing on him. And yeah, they got divorced. They got separated and they got divorced. Look, guys, what can Dale teach you? Even after 33 years of marriage, Sonia was still out here being a treesh with his best friend of all people. Of all people. And of course, guys, we've seen the videos of Sonia hugging up on guys well before they declared that they were separated. We'd see her hugging up on guys, at Steph Curry's games and celebrating with guys in a manner which was very inappropriate. Well, Dale was standing somewhere nearby. That's just disrespectful, and you just don't do that. Now, of course, it was alleged that Del Curry also stepped out throughout the relationship. Well, and you know what? I believe that's true. He probably did, but she's the one who chose to remain in the relationship, despite knowing that. She's the one who married a professional athlete. Uh, you know, and professional athletes are known to, let's just say they're known to do their thing here and there. Look, a professional athlete is not going to be with one woman. These are guys who travel. These are guys who travel for a large portion of the year. Did she expect her to be the only woman that he was going to be smashing during that time frame? No. However, Del Curry, you got you really got dropped by a woman whom spent 33 years of your life. You spent 33 years of your life building with her. You would think that whatever issues that you had at this point, you could work through them. But honestly, they couldn't. And guys, here at Dating Dynamics, we want to tell you, be wary of the decisions you make, and especially a long-term decision such as marriage. You have to be very, very careful how you make that decision. So that's one dynamic L for sure. Next, at number 3, the dynamic L of the year is going to be a combo, and it goes to PJ Washington plus our favorite IG model, Brittany Renner. Yes, guys, you see, PJ Washington didn't heed the advice of essentially everybody on the internet and decided to get a well-known, popular Trish knocked up. And that Trish is none other than our favorite IG model once again, Brittany Renner. The very same lady who said that if ladies want to come up off a check, they should fuck an athlete because, and I quote, they're really dumb. These are the words of Brittany Renner, and she's a renowned author, quote unquote renowned. She did write a book. She didn't write those words. She literally said those words on video. There's video evidence of her expressing that. But our boy PJ Washington probably was not privy to that fact, right? And he decided, this is the best woman for me to ejaculate in and have my firstborn with. Well, he learned the hard way, guys, that once a treesh, always a treesh. She got pregnant by him. Allegedly, she was married to him, and then she dropped him shortly thereafter. Now she is ready to collect her check. And this guy is all over the internet. He's all over Twitter. He's tweeting about not being able to see his son. What a sad story. What a sad allegory. You fucking moron. Nobody told you to get a Trish pregnant. The whole internet warned you when you first got with her. Everyone was saying, okay, PJ, have your fun, but don't make any irrational decisions. But PJ Washington wasn't ready to hear that. PJ Washington decided, let me impregnate her. Let me do something that none of the other guys who've had her before me would ever think about doing. And that's what makes PJ Washington just a walking L. I don't think I have to explain to you guys why PJ Washington took an L this year. I don't think I have to explain to you guys why he's a walking L and why you shouldn't do what he did. Now, why did I throw in Brittany Renner as a combo L in this package? Well, it's because Brittany Renner decided that she wanted to play the gold digger game. She decided that she wanted to cash in. And then later on, she goes on Instagram and she's crying about how she's living with her parents. She had to move in with her mom. And and she's broke. And even though she made a lot of money, she's blown a lot of money. Oh, really now? Really, sweetheart. All she does is just wear whatever little outfits Fashion Nova sends her on there. She wears her little spandex, does her little booty model poses, and promotes whatever tummy tea that she does, and she gets paid for that. She really doesn't do much. And instead of having the state of mind of investing that money properly or saving that money, or having a financial advisor inform her about how to spend her money, hell, having an accountant on hand to help her with her financial decisions. She decides, let me just blow through it all while I'm smashing all these athletes. And guess what? Brittany Renner probably thought, I'm pretty. I can do this forever. No, sweetheart. You see, Brittany Renner came to a time where, look, uh, those guys whom she had access to earlier in her IG career are not really checking for her like that. I mean, sure, I'm pretty sure they'll still slide up in her DMs, as she said at Jackson State when Deion Sanders, when Prime Time invited her to speak there, her DM is like a Nike store, only check marks. That's true. However, guys, you have to realize none of those check marks will take her seriously. All these check marks are trying to hit it and quit it. None of these check marks would even think about wifing Brittany Renner for good reason. And so because she decided to make such bad decisions, right? Because even after she quote unquote secured the bag, she still had to move back in with her parent. We're gonna give her the L of the year as well, guys. She's gonna get a dynamic L for that. Now, number two for dynamic L of the year, guys, we have one of my favorite artists and really a musical genius, dare I say, but probably not the brightest cookie in the cookie jar. We have Kanye West, or as should probably call him now, Ye. That's it. Just Ye. That is the man's legal name. Ye. But no, I'm not going to call him Ye. I'm going to call him Kanye. Look, Kanye West was reported to have issues with Kim Kardashian, marital issues with Kim Kardashian, all throughout last year. And, he separated from her. Well, after separating from Kim Kardashian, guys, she decided it was time for her to live her best life. So she decided to go on Saturday Night Live and get her back broken. I'm talking about get her back excavated, dug out by none other than the palest and I don't know, just most phantom looking comedian out there, Pete Davidson. Yes, the guy looks weird as hell, and he's piping out Kanye's wife. Yes, she is still Kanye West's wife. Their divorce is not final. And Kanye is still is begging for her to come back. And guys, Kanye's L is so immense he decided to buy a house right across from her house. So every night that Pete Davidson is coming over to blow that back out and to get deep inside the guts, Kanye will have a front row seat as he'll be able to see all of that action from the comfort of his home and from his bedroom window. You played yourself on that one, Kanye. Look, Donda was an amazing album. It really was a masterpiece. But this ain't it, yay. This ain't it. We're gonna have to give you the second biggest L of the year. That is a dynamic L which you took, Kanye. And hopefully, coming into 2022, you change your ways. Now, guys, those were some pretty big L's which I've mentioned, but we have one last L of the year, one last dynamic L, and that is the biggest dynamic L which was handed out this year, the worst of them all, and that goes to none other than everyone's favorite actor, Will Smith. Now, you see, guys, Will Smith built his brand as a family man. I almost said as a family guy. I mean, really, he really did build his brand as a family guy. He was fucking Peter Griffin, honestly, without without none of the stupidity. This guy has always produced family-friendly content, and he was very conscious of that. That was since his early acting days on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he came to prominence. You see, he Will Smith always presented this clean-cut family image. He wasn't involved in any stupidity. He wasn't involved in any coonery or any buffoonery. You see, and he continued to maintain that family-friendly image all throughout his career. I mean, anybody can name a film, their favorite, Will Smith film. Be whether it be Independence Day or I Robot or I Am Legend or like I mean, he has so many films. You just don't know where to begin. You know, you just don't know where to begin. So many classics. Everyone probably has a different favorite Will Smith film. However, guys, after this whole entanglement business on the Red Table Talk uh, with his wife Jada Pinkett Smith, where she revealed that she was getting her back blown out by none other than musician August Alsina, and that they were involved in an open marriage. Will Smith decided, why limit my L's there? This year, Will Smith came out with some revelations that when he first started partaking in an open marriage, he was having so much sex, he grew disgusted from an orgasm. Honestly, that's when a lot of my respect went out for Will Smith. I looked at Will Smith and said, wow, you've really stooped so low. How low have you fallen? And Will Smith is somebody whom we all idolize. I mean, I've idolized Will Smith in the sense of the respect that I had for him as an actor. I thought he wasn't participating in all this foolishness which goes on in Hollywood, but sadly, no. Jada was going around and getting her little twiggy backbone broken into. And Will Smith, well, he probably was having his fun. It certainly wasn't on his own volition. I mean, this guy was even on Oprah talking about his open marriage. That's how sad this guy is falling. This guy's talking about getting cuckolded on Oprah. Guys, I don't think I need to say any further why this is the biggest L of the year. This is the worst dynamic L of the year. Please, guys, do not ever find yourself in such a situation. If you're in a situation with a significant other and that significant other wants to do something that you're not comfortable with and that you don't want to do, just leave, guys. And look, going into 2021, well, leaving 2021 and going into 2022, we're not going to repeat any of this, guys. We're going to move on. We're going to take the world by storm. with the best dating dynamics out there. We're going to improve ourselves. And guess what? We're going to keep our abundance mindset. We're going to kill it, guys. It's dating dynamics, and we're out. Peace.